Hey Diva Dolls, what's up? This is your girl Crystal Chanel, and I am back with a brand new video for my channel. And as you can already tell by the title, today I'm going to be sharing my top 5 tips on how to become attractive and more feminine. Now, if you kind of feel like you already know this subject, if this is new to you, like whatever the case may be, these are just things that are my personal opinion and my personal experience and things that I think will be really helpful for y'all. So if you want to see what it is that I recommend and what I'm talking about, stay tuned. So again, it's Crystal Chanel, and if you're new to this channel, welcome. If you are an existing diva doll, then hey girl, welcome back. Be sure you subscribe to this channel and of course, make sure that you like. So today I'm going to be sharing all about being more feminine and more attractive. When it comes to my top 5 things to be more feminine or more attractive, let's start at the top of the list. They're not in any order at all. These are the things that just came to my mind. But the first thing I want to talk about is scent. Okay, so what do I mean by scent? Obviously, it's the way that you smell. It's the smell associated with you. It can be just the way that the scent that people think for your personal brand. Now, if you're wondering, what is a personal brand? Your personal brand speaks to who you are. Imagine going into a room, walking around, saying things to people, having conversations. Imagine not even speaking. So they're just looking at you based off of your appearance, your posture, things like that. And then imagine leaving that room. Imagine asking each one of those people, polling them on what they think about you. That, in essence, is your personal brand. It's what you represent, it's what you put out, it's what people take in. Now, granted, you should take what people think about you with a grain of salt. That's not super important, right? However, the way that you think people feel about you may be important. That has a lot to do with your self-esteem, that has a lot to do with your self-value, and that's why I'm talking about it today, okay? So when it comes to your personal brand, you should have a personal scent. And that, ladies, is where you come in with Dossier. Now, again, I am partnering with Dossier with this video, but it's something I truly use and truly recommend. Now, if you're wondering what Dossier is, it's a company that really focuses on fragrance that are luxury, that are made with natural ingredients. There's nothing harmful or toxic in them. They're high quality, high grade. However, because there's not a name brand slapped on it that's super expensive, you don't have to spend a lot of money. So Dossier will definitely have you smelling good, but saving a coin. Dossier has so many designer fragrances that they are inspired by, and just if you were not sure what to choose, you can do the quiz. The quiz will actually help you narrow down your smells. When you are speaking about fragrances, you're going to be speaking about the top notes, you're going to be speaking about the middle notes, and then the base notes. So when I took the quiz, that's when I realized I love a lot of sandalwoods and woodsy smells. I love a lot of florals, and those are things that I gravitate towards. So if you're unsure as far as what your smell is, or if you know exactly what your scent is, you can go on the website and shop by that way. There's also a search bar, so if you do type in a name of a common brand, it'll also bring up some alternatives to that brand. Now, you can unbox with me. This is how they come. They come in a little cute packaging. They come with a Dossier card. It tells you exactly all the notes in the card as well as what brand is inspired by. And the good thing about these is that they have little testers. Now the testers, they're ideal. I love them. I love them because, again, you want to carry your scent around with you. You don't want to just spray it when you're in the house. You want to spray it when you're on the go. So this particular little tester, you can obviously use firsthand, so you can smell it, see how you like the scent. If it's something that you're trying for the first time, or if it's something that you've had forever but you've never tried this brand, you want to try the tester first, okay? So the tester is a good amount. I love these little things. I actually carry them around in my purses. If it's a scent that you try and you're not in love with it, just have the peace of mind. It's worry-free. You can actually return your scent and not have to worry about that. So I love that about Dossier. They give you the samples to try, plus you have that worry-free guarantee. Let's talk about the bottle, y'all. This is a good size. Look at all this perfume that you get. This is 50 milliliters. I have spent hundreds, almost thousands of dollars on perfumes because of how expensive they are, the bigger in size bottle that you go. Now this particular scent I'm super excited about. This is the Baccarat Rouge. I don't think I'm saying it right. I don't speak French. So the long story short is I went into Saks Fifth Avenue smelling all kinds of brands before I spend my hard-earned coin on a bottle. So I forgot to smell this one. I was so excited about the other perfumes. I didn't even remember to smell this one. So I was happy to see it offered on Dossier as a dupe because this is like $300 a bottle. I will insert the pricing that I found for this bottle and it's expensive, you know? So I was really happy to see that I can try it out on Dossier for a lot less and get a big amount. This again is 50 milliliters. So y'all, can I just tell you, this scent is everything I love, okay? It has that jasmine, so again, it has the florals that I like, but it also has cedarwood and amber and oak moss, which is a little bit more woodsy, but it has a touch of sweetness. And I don't know what is sweet. I don't know if it's the plum or the saffron, but all I know is that this is a lovely blend. I can see why the Baccarat is always sold out, why it's so expensive. It has really great luxury ingredients, and just to know that now I have it with an 18% concentration, meaning I can spray 2 pumps of this and be good for the day. I can wear this daily. This can be my new daily scent, right? And remember, it's a $300 bottle scent, but I can wear it daily because this is very affordable. Okay, so I hope that gives you a little bit more insight on why scent is so important. It is a way of speaking to people, letting them know who you are, what you're about, what you are cultured with without saying a word, okay? We're talking about leaving a room and leaving an impression, okay? I'm talking about bad B energy, okay? Like, y'all have to feel me on this, right? So not only is scent important for your personal brand and your smell, but also for your home. Have you guys ever went into someone's house and it's like they have a smell? For me, I have a particular smell that I have in my house all the time. I have plugins. I never buy another scent. This is what my house smells like. This is what my laundry smells like. It's that deep with me. I want y'all to experience crystal. I need y'all to know that I am an entire vibe, okay? No matter what, I am always thinking about scent, and I'm always thinking about what I want the other person to feel, because again, people remember how you make them feel more than anything. Now, I think I covered scent enough. If you guys want more details on scent or the scents that I recommend or how I use scent in my life, let me know. I will make a video. But let's get right on to point number 2. It's appearance. Now, appearance can be so many different things. There's beauty in everyone. There's not an ugly person, okay? That's not what makes someone attractive. Of course, it helps a lot of people if you're, really symmetrical in your face, if you know how to do your eyebrows, if you're good with your makeup, you have good skin, things like that. But making a person beautiful isn't always about their looks. We're going to talk more about that in a little bit, but we are right now on point 2, talking directly about appearances. So when it comes to appearances, we can start with what meets the eye. What meets the eye for most people is going to be something like your hair. Take time and learn your hair. Maybe put hair in your budget as far as going to get your hair cut, going to get your hair done. I personally have so many DIY videos. I will link that in this video. That way you guys can check out my hair, and more hair my playlist, because I do believe in looking good, but I don't like to spend a whole lot of money for it. I'd rather spend that money somewhere else. However, it's still a part of my personal brand. I care about my hair. I care about my makeup. Again, I can link the playlist for all of my beauty tutorials. That way you guys can learn how to do your eyebrows. You dolls can learn how to do your lashes, your makeup. Those things are outward appearance things, but those things are things that if you can master, you will 100% buck up your attractiveness. I know I mentioned on makeup, but don't forget about your skin. When it comes to skin, some people have just great genetics, they're lucky, but you gotta pay attention to your skin because that is what people see first without makeup, without anything. It's just what you wear. It's what protects you. It's what makes you you. Why wouldn't you want to take care of that? So if you do not have a skincare routine, it's as easy as wash your face, tone your face, moisturize your face with, moisturizer / SPF. We can get into that as well. I already have a video on my channel about my skincare and my self-care, so check that out if you need some tips, but please do not ignore your skin. Next is going to be working out. Now, working out is something that I love to talk about, and not just for looking skinny or looking trim. It's gonna actually help you feel good. It's gonna help you feel confident. You're gonna get this energy about yourself. Like whenever you work out and you are working out, you feel better. You feel like in charge. You feel like a boss. That all has to do with appearance because of course your body will reap the benefits, but more importantly, it's about how you feel. And then of course, how that comes off to other people. So I would definitely put working out in there as an option. In fact, anything that you want to change about yourself, just know that it's okay as long as it's what you want to do. I am a strong believer in changing or updating or working on anything that you're not super happy about. So me personally, I worked on my self-care. So I have a solid skin routine now. I do my hair, I do my makeup. I had braces, I had weight loss surgery. Like I work out, I care about what I eat. I care about that, and all that makes up to make me feel good and make me feel confident, which actually helps in turn for other people to see that and think I'm attractive. So I know it sounds like a lot, but it's really not, y'all. Like we're gonna run this back at the end, but the long story short is care about your appearance, and that's more than just what you see in the mirror. And the last thing with appearance is going to be clothing. As you can see, I'm actually wearing red. Red is one of those things that you can do or wear that would draw attention to yourself. So red is deemed most attractive. You can do it in lipstick. You can do it in your clothing. You can do it in your home decor. I personally love a powerful red moment like we have going on here, or a powerful red lip. I think it means you're confident, you're in charge, you are sure of yourself, and it comes across as attractive. So your clothing, also how you dress, your body type, get familiar with your body type, know the trends that can work for you and the ones that aren't so much the best look on you. Do not be afraid to experiment with your looks. If you guys need more help on that, I do also have a video I will link. That way you can see how you can dress more attractive, or I can make an updated video if you prefer. The third way that you can actually help yourself be more feminine or more attractive is to focus on your posture. I am very shocked at how I see so many people with their posture that's not like straight. So you don't have to sit up straight like a board. You don't have to do that, but you definitely don't want to be like this or slouched over or like this. You don't want to come off as non-approachable like this. You don't want to look like, I don't know, like you don't have any home training because you're like hanging out all over the place. Like there's levels to this posture, and I didn't realize how important it is until I started noticing it. So for me in particular, I usually like to sit up straight. I like to have my shoulders back. I don't have my head too high, but I don't definitely have it low. I just like to kind of like sit naturally, like the way that when you first sit down, your body is in alignment before you decide to, get comfortable or anything like that. Think about how you sit when you are in a doctor's office versus how you sit when you are at your bestie's house. So when it comes to your posture, you definitely want to try to exude elegance, you want to exude confidence, you want to show that you are good in your own skin. The way that you can do that is simple. Just sit with your shoulders relaxed, but back. Not like this. That's like your back and all that. Don't do all that. Just have your shoulders back, have them relaxed, have your arms free. You can put your arms like this, like your hands. You can go something like this. You can even, tilt your head to the side a little bit. there's so many things that I personally notice that I do for posture, and it really just is habit now. I usually sit up straight, and I don't know, it's just something that I think is it's a way of making yourself more beautiful just by the way you sit. This isn't attractive, right? This isn't attractive. Like, I just don't know how to explain it, but just sitting up straight. I don't know how many of you guys have the pleasure of being around Africans, like Nigerian men, for example. All the Nigerian men that I have met or come across, they walk like this. They come in a room, and it's not arrogance. To me, it's confidence, and it's just a level of just powerfulness and sexiness that they do without even speaking, right? So I kind of took away from that my own thing. I put a little feminine flirt to it, and that's what I recommend you guys do for number 3. And that actually segues right into my number 4 tip when it comes to being more attractive or more feminine. It's going to be your body language. Adding on that mental aspect to it, the psychological piece to it. So for example, if I am at dinner with my partner, or if I'm on a date with someone new, if I'm at a bar trying to meet someone, you know, things like that, you want to, first of all, know that you don't have your guard up. You want to make sure you're not going like this. You're not scowling. You're not, you know, with your head down and your phone or anything like that. You want to look approachable. So what does that look like? You want to open up. You want to kind of angle yourself. If you're like at a bar or something, don't sit straight up into the bar. Angle yourself to where it's opening up for conversation. You want to make sure that you smile. Sometimes you don't want to just be cheesing everywhere, because you can look like you got a problem, like something's wrong with you, or that you're like easy or ditzy or dizzy. You don't want to look like that. You just want to, you know, look friendly, have like that, you know, smiling without smiling. You know how you can do that with your eyes? Like, instead of just looking like everywhere, like you can just, you know, give glances, give looks, look cheery. You know, you can, when you are speaking to someone, if like I mentioned, you're with your partner, you're on a date, you can kind of lean in a little bit. You can, again, tilt your head to the side. You can, you know, do things like this where you're like touching yourself. You can, you know, touch them for a couple of seconds, like 3 seconds, 2 seconds max. I mean, these are the little body postures, little body language that shows that you're open, you're suggestive to people. That means you're welcoming, you're not a threat, and that makes you more attractive to them, and it's really feminine. Kind of ties back into appearance. Tell people to maybe wear something like this where you can show your shoulders. You don't have to be so risque. You can also wear just a top that just shows your shoulders. You can do something that, you know, dainty jewelry, or a piece of jewelry that shows your wrists, that shows your collarbones or your neck, your shoulders. Those are all like really feminine, dainty parts of your body, which also draws attention to your femininity. Okay, like it's really that deep. And again, this is just a really top level video, but these are things that I have studied. These are things that I have tried and mastered, and just some of these things come naturally to me. So I don't mind sharing it with y'all, and I hope that this video is giving you some kind of value. You can leave a comment of what you learned so far, what you liked, or give me a thumbs up, or share this with the homegirl. But yeah, when it comes to body language, you can really read into it, and it's really important. And it's really important for you to get familiar and comfortable with it, okay? Like even something as subtle as going like this, like, you know, I'm playing in my hair, but it's nothing too crazy. It's just a simple, you know, it's just flirty. It gives people permission to see you, to talk to you, to speak to you. I don't know, I love it. When it comes also to body language, I can say it has, you know, something to do with your voice, your tone. They can kind of be in a situation like a category all its own, but it's worth mentioning now that it matters how you talk. Think about a guy who identifies as a woman. Sometimes they change how their voice is. What do? They don't make it deeper. They don't yell. What do? They soften it. So soften your voice, speak slow. add a little sultriness to it, you know? Like my friends and my family joke, they're like, you have a YouTube voice, which I still don't get. But apparently I sound different when I do videos versus in real life. I was told several times before that when I'm around a guy or something, my voice changes a little bit. I mean, I don't know, again, that I'm doing these things. Kind of like when you talk to a puppy or to a little baby. Don't your voice get higher? You're like, oh, don't that happen? Like, you don't know what's happening, but it's happening, right? So be intentional. Tune in with your sound. I mean, I think that can also go a long way with being attractive or being more feminine. Tip number 5 is basically your mentality or your inner voice, your self-confidence meter, like all of that, okay? So number 5, I kind of summed up into mentality, right? So what is your mentality about yourself? What is your self-value? What is your self-worth? What is it that you like and love? What is it that you do not like and you can't stand? Like, those are the things that I need you guys to kind of answer to help with your mental state when it comes to being more attractive or being more confident. All that rolls into how you feel about yourself. So you can't really be feminine if you think you're not feminine. It's one of those things where you think it, so it is it. Like, that's a whole thing on manifestations and, you know, speaking what you believe and all that good stuff. Again, I got a lot of videos, y'all. I got a video on that too, manifesting and how to be more confident. So I will put those here. But long story short, I need you guys to realize all these tips I tell you, no matter where else you read or research or try, if you don't think you're sexy, if you don't think you're feminine, if you don't think that you're confident or you're the shit, in better words, of, you know, lack of better words, then you're not going to exude that. You got to know that. So there's so many different ways that you can help your self-worth or self-confidence. The first thing is doing things to improve yourself. So self-improvement is a big thing. You can listen to audiobooks. You can listen to the advice of people you trust and love. You can set goals for yourself that you think are important. That way, when you cross them off, you feel like you've reached that accomplishment. You feel better. It makes you feel like you're worth more. It's said to be true that what you think about yourself is how you date or end up with people or at jobs, positions, with friends, that, you know, birds of a feather flock together kind of thing. Like, you surround yourself based off of what you think your worth is. So that's really powerful. If you think, hey, if I think this is my worth, why don't I think better of myself so I can have better or do better? Like, that legit is how it works. It's that simple. However, I understand retraining your mind is hard. So a couple of the things, like I said, I do all these things, been doing all these things. Some of the things that I recommend is for you to do self-affirmations, do positive self-talk. I be talking to myself sometimes, and sometimes I be cussing myself out. But I have to tell myself, Crystal, don't do that. Don't do that. You are a delicate flower. Who are you talking to? You are special. You are a princess. Girl, let's try that again. Like, I reel myself in, and if I treat myself bad, why wouldn't someone else think they can treat me bad? So I treat myself like a queen. I talk to myself like a queen. I tell myself daily I deserve the nice things in life. I'm grateful for what I have. These are the ways that I speak to myself, and these are the ways you should speak to yourself. So if you haven't done affirmations, go ahead, write 10 things down. I mean, it's something that you got to get used to. You can do your own research on it, but 100% I recommend that. I recommend not subjecting yourself also to things that you do not love or like or can't stand for the sake, especially of someone else. Do you, boo. That means know what you like, put up boundaries for what you don't like, what you don't want to deal with. And I'm not talking about like as strict as like relationship serious stuff. That's important too. I'm talking about as simple as telling the waitress, actually, I'm sorry, no, this isn't how I like my bacon cooked. You know, do you mind, you know, taking it back? Give yourself boundaries. Give yourself standards. It's okay. If you have those boundaries, you have those standards, you got that confidence, you know that you're not going to accept anything less than that. And with that comes that energy, that big confidence energy, you know, it's out there. That's what people pick up on. And girl, when I was out there dating or whatever, the number one thing people always said to me was like, girl, you look so good. Like you're just so confident. And I'm always like, what? I look so good. I'm just so confident. So they're not talking about my face. They're not talking about my chest, my booty, how I dress, the labels I have on, none of that. They're only seeing first my confidence, how I feel, how I come off. So I know with anything mental is kind of hard to change overnight, but it's something that can be done. It's something that I work on every single day. In fact, I'm looking at my recorder right now. I put stickers and affirmations on everything. It says, keep going, baby girl. Like I am soft with myself. So if I'm soft with myself, I can be soft with others. So ultimately, the mental part of being attractive is feeling you're attractive, feeling you deserve to be attractive, feeling you've worked to be attractive, and that nobody, no matter what they say, they're not going to take away that you are that girl. You know what I'm saying? So I really, really, really hope all of this makes sense. So again, to just really wrap it up, the 5 ways that I recommend to be more feminine and confident is to go ahead and find and concentrate on your sense, concentrate on your appearance, concentrate on your posture, your body language, and your mental, which is like your mentality, your confidence. So I hope that helps. Again, I did partner with Dossier. I have been using them for at least a year now. I 100% recommend them. I will put all of that detail down below for Dossier as far as any discount codes I can find, as well as the scents that I talked about today, because those are killer. They are number one, and I 100% am in love with them. If you don't follow me on Instagram and on Snapchat and on TikTok, everything social media, stop what you're doing to be sure to do that. I will put the names of everything on the screen, but basically it's Chrissy the Doll. I do have a new Instagram, so be sure to check out that link down below. I miss you, dolls. If you guys have any questions, you can slide in my DMs. You can leave me a comment. I will respond. I don't have a whole lot of followers since I'm rebuilding my page, so yeah, girl, hit me up. If you dolls have any other ideas for videos like this, if you want me to elaborate on any of these 5 topics, I'll be more than happy to do that. Just let me know what part of this video was your favorite and what you have more questions about. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Also, make sure you also share this video with a friend. And of course, like those other videos I mentioned on confidence and how to dress more attractive, I'll link those down below for you so you can check those out too. I'll leave you with this. What matters most is how you feel about yourself and how you view yourself. You can never go wrong making yourself feel better, okay? So it sounds cliche, but it's 100% true. However you feel about yourself is how others would treat you. So with that, I hope you learned a lot from my video. I want to thank you dolls so much for your love and support. And as always, stay fabulous and stay fierce.